Hello and welcome to week 2 of quality management. This week we're talking all about quality and global competitiveness. What we really learn from this chapter is that quality is the driver for us being competitive in the global market. And what we really have to do is understand what is quality to our customers. And to do that, we need to understand how do we satisfy them. And I want to introduce you to Noriaki Kano. He is the mastermind behind the Kano Model. And he looks at customer satisfaction versus functionality. Now, in your supplemental book, the Lean Six Sigma Pocket Toolbox, you can see this on, I think, around page 67. That's what it is on my digital copy. And you might notice that they do satisfaction versus performance. I always like functionality. You may see other things used, but always satisfaction. And this sometimes, like I said, performance or functionality, as I am going to be showing you. So let's take a look at this model. So again, on our vertical axis, we have customer satisfaction. Up here, very high satisfaction. They're happy. Down here at the bottom, they're dissatisfied. They are not happy. And then along here, I like to use functionality. So we have fully functional versus dysfunctional. And we have a few other lines that we need to go through as well with the Kano model. This red line is called the must be. These are items in your product or service that have to exist for you to be in business. They just have to be. Otherwise, your customers will not even consider you. The green line is known as one-dimensionals. These are items that you can offer more of in your business, and it'll increase satisfaction. As you can see with the must be, that does not make your customer necessarily more satisfied. Okay, they just have to exist to be in business. And we'll talk more about that as we go into an example. And then you'll see this yellow line, the delighters. These are the things that maybe customers don't expect, but when they're offered, oh, they're so happy. You delight them and their satisfaction increases. So let's take an example, which probably many of you have experienced, staying at a hotel. So what are some of those must-be's when it comes to staying in a hotel? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Okay, well, here's a few that I came up with, and you might have come up with similar ones. A bed, right? I need a bed to sleep in if I'm going to pay for a room in a hotel. Another one is it's got to be clean, and especially in today's world with COVID, I probably want that to be even more so. I want to know you're doing quality checks with temperatures, sanitizing rooms, those kinds of things at a higher degree. And it's got to be safe, right? I need to feel that I'm in a safe place. There's security. There's maybe someone always at the front desk, a door person that is there, and an attendant that's there 24/7. A lock on my door, those kinds of things. And I'm sure many of you came up with other must-be's. Some of you might have put, there has to be a clean and safe bathroom. There has to be parking. There could have been a lot of things here that you put as must-be's. So no right or wrong answers there. I just want you to practice this in this example. So what about the one-dimensionals? What could we have more of that would increase our satisfaction, right? The more, the better. Let's think about that. Okay, hopefully you might have come up with some of the same things I did. First, amenities, right? Do you have a gym? Do you have on-site dining? What kind of amenities do you offer? The room, the bigger the room, the better. Sometimes if I'm going on business and I'm going to be there for a while, or I'm traveling with my family, I might want a larger room that has a seating area, or maybe those places that have like a little kitchenette. So the bigger the room, the better. Another thing for me is pillows. I like lots of pillows, so I want there to be more than one pillow per person in my room. And you guys might have said other things like the shower. The bigger the shower, the better. You might have thought the bigger the parking available, or the bigger the bed, the better. There's lots of things that could be bigger, better. Some people say breakfast options. If there's already free breakfast, I want lots of options. I want there to be healthy items. I want there to be sweet and savory. So you can get the idea here with these one dimensionals. Now, what about delighters? What are things that I might not really expect, but once they're offered, they really delight me and they increase my satisfaction? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Okay, here's a few that I came up with. Has anyone ever stayed at the Doubletree Hotel? Well, at check-in, they offer warm cookies. That's a big delighter for me because I love a warm cookie. Free breakfast. If I can have breakfast at the hotel and it's free, yay, I'm happy. And free Wi-Fi, right? If I'm there, especially for work, I want free Wi-Fi. Also, if I'm traveling with my family and we have my niece with us who's a tween, having Wi-Fi is great. It helps entertain her. So there's a lot of things here that we could put in delighters. Some of you might have put like free shuttle service to and from the airport. If you go to Disney World, sometimes they have free shuttle service from the hotel to Disney parks. Lots of different things that could delight us. We could have lots of fluffy towels, luxury items in the bathroom for washing our hair and our body, those kind of things. Lots of different delighters that can make us very happy. Now, what do you think happens over time with these delighters? Well, I'll age myself, and way back in ancient times when I first started staying in hotels, having an ironing board and an iron as well as a hairdryer was a delighter. But now those items are pretty basic. And for a lot of people, we might think those are must-be's. Okay? So over time, that's what happens as we go into the market and we have more and more competitions and competitors get smarter and smarter and they get accustomed to these delighters. These delighters oftentimes move into must-be's. So delighters are a way we can be innovative and think of new ways to meet our customers' needs and satisfaction. We can increase it, but just be aware that over time, these items become must-be's. Free Wi-Fi, maybe that's not really such a delighter anymore. For a lot of people who grew up having access to the internet and Wi-Fi is just part of your life, that may be a must-be. So just be aware, Kano Model is a great way to start organizing what satisfies your customer. And you can even imagine, you could take customer surveys, right, that you receive, and based on their responses, you could plot the must-be's, the one-dimensionals, and the delighters. You could come up with things that, they were unexpected, but they really liked. Or you could start thinking of delighters that don't exist that you think your customers would want. So I hope you've enjoyed this Kano Model example. And if you guys have any questions as you go through and study Chapter 2, please reach out to me. You all have my contact information, and I hope you have a great week too. Thank you, and bye-bye.